Your backlog is not the problem, it's the answer, and I'll explain why in a second. But first, when's the last time you actually finished a game? And I don't mean put it down, I don't mean moved on because something new dropped. Actually finished it, saw the credits, felt like you did something. For most of us, that answer is embarrassing, and it's not because we lost interest in gaming. It's because somewhere along the way, gaming stopped being something you do, and it started being something that's done to you. See, you sit down to play. You've got a library full of games, probably a pretty large one, and instead of just playing something, you spend your time scrolling. Nothing feels worth starting, so you do what they trained you to do. You buy the new thing. $70 for the base, $90 for the edition with the stuff that used to be just in the game, and $110 if you want it 3 days early, which you do because they trained you to be a beta tester, and you tell yourself it's just a one-time thing. It's never a one-time thing. See, the games drop, you're hyped. Day 1 patch is 40 gigabytes. Frame rate's a mess. Roadmap says content coming soon, which apparently means whenever they feel like it. You spend the first hour just tweaking settings just to try to get it running, whether that's frame gen or turning it down to 1080p on your 4K monitor, and you just bought a new GPU 6 months ago. Then you finally get in, and instead of just playing, you actually spend your time doing dailies, logging in, checking the battle pass, grinding XP, and by the time you finish the checklist, that's your whole session. The thing you actually wanted to play, well, it never got touched. The next game drops, you move on, it's more expensive, it's less finished, it's harder to run, and somehow you're playing less than ever before. We literally act like we're in an abusive relationship, and we just keep coming back for more. Now here's the part nobody wants to talk about. Gaming companies are not trying to make you happy. They're trying to keep you. Those are not the same thing. See, a finished game at launch gives you a reason to leave. An unfinished one gives you a reason to come back. That's not by accident. That is what the product is. See, seasons reset your progress on purpose, not because it makes sense for the story, because it restarts the loop. Battle passes don't reward you for finishing anything, they reward you for showing up every day. Miss a few seasons, sessions, etc., and you fall behind. The timer does not care. See, always online so they can control access. Digital only so you can't resell it. Subscriptions for the multiplayer that you already paid for. Hardware requirements that somehow outpace the actual technology every single cycle. None of this is separate. It's one system and it has one goal. Not to give you a great game. To keep you in the loop. Not finishing, not owning, not actually playing. Just staying there. You're not a customer to them. You're a retention metric. So what do? Do you quit gaming, pick up knitting? No, because gaming isn't the problem. Gaming didn't used to feel like this. See, you used to buy a game, you would play it, you would finish it, and that was the whole experience. Nobody was asking you to log in tomorrow. Nobody was threatening your progress with a season timer. The problem isn't gaming. It's that you let them redefine what gaming is. And the fix isn't complicated. You've got a library full of games that you already paid for, you already know are good, they already run fine, most of them don't have a season pass, there's no timer, no battle pass, no system trying to pull you away from them. No company hoping that you forget they exist. Those games are just sitting there waiting, exactly the way games used to wait, patiently with no agenda. That's not your backlog, that's your way out. So here's what actually works. If you pick one game, it doesn't need to be the newest, not the one your feed is yelling about, the one you actually wanted to play, the one that's been sitting there. Drop it in the comments right now, I'm actually genuinely curious. For me, it's Zelda Tears of the Kingdom, but you should have one main game and maybe one casual game on the side, if you need variety. That's it. Not because you can't handle more, because this isn't a time problem, you have time. It's an attention problem. The more options you leave open, the less you actually play any of them. And the industry knows that. That's why your library is full of impulsive buys and weekend sells. Overwhelm you with options, keep you scrolling and never actually playing. Remove the options, one game, finish it, or decide you're done with it and move on. No guilt either way. Not every game is for you, and that's fine. The goal isn't to play everything. It's to actually experience something all the way through, which if you think about it is something you almost never do anymore. When you do that, something shifts. See, we spend all of our time chasing this nostalgic feeling that we had when we were children growing up playing video games. It's not that we were children. It's not that specific game that we played. It's that we actually played the game for what it was meant to be. A game. It was to relax. It was to decompress. It was to hang out with friends. Okay? It wasn't to sit there and grind and we missed a day and now we got to pay to catch back up. All right? It wasn't about all the latest skins. We need to make gaming feel simple again. You sit down, you play, something actually happens. No checklist, no limited time event, no anxiety about what you're missing. Just a game doing what games are supposed to do. You stop collecting them and start actually playing them. That's it. There's no optimization system, no tier list, no life hack. Just pick something you already chose and actually see it through. You don't need more games. You need to play the ones you already bought. And that's why I made this video right here for anybody still having trouble deciding which games to play. It's 10 games I'm obsessed with right now. Check it out, and I'll see you next time.